Hey everybody, I'm Brendan Smith, the Brewing Sailor, and this is Hangover Free Reviews. Welcome back to Hangover Free Reviews, the show where we help you moderate your booze, not your brews. Sponsored as always by Rationale Brewing. And remember, right now they have a buy one, get one sale going on their website. Buy one six pack, get another one free for your friend or yourself. I won't tell anyone. Use code BYFAB at checkout. That's buy your friend a beer. And today we're actually continuing our product spotlight on Rationale beers. Today we're going to look at their New England Hazy IPA. Now, where did New England IPAs come? Obviously, they come from New England, but where did they start? How did they start? It actually goes back to 2004 in a brewery called The Alchemist in Vermont, and a brewer by the name of John Kimmich, who decided he was going to brew an IPA and then not filter or pasteurize it, which is usually done. You're filtering and pasteurizing to increase the shelf life of the beer. What this did was leave some compounds in the beer and some extra hop flavor and aroma that really changed the complexity of the IPA style and how we look at it today. And it kind of remained a regional curiosity for about 5 or 6 years. And then in the early 2010s, it really started to hit its stride. But when it really blew up was 2015, when the BJCP, the Brewers Judge or Beer Judge Certification Program, created these style guidelines for it. And that's what we'll be using to judge this beer today. Now, it's evolved over the years to move away from the West Coast style, where we look at really piney, grapefruity flavors, to where with the hazy IPAs or the New England IPAs, depending on how you want to call them, potato, they're very citrusy, very juicy, very tropical. So they're going to change up from that. They're not going to be quite the same as their West Coast cousins, not just in appearance or mouthfeel, but also in the hops they use. So let's get this beer poured up, excuse me. And it is going to be style 21C of the BJCP, which is going to be your New England or Hazy IPA. Okay, and so characteristically, you're going to note the hazy appearance, this orange-like color to it, and the creamy meringue-like head, which should have decent head retention, especially with all those hops. All the late edition hops, all those hop oils still in the beer, really going to add to your head retention. And that beer is going to tick all three of our boxes for our appearance. So it gets 3 out of 3 on appearance. As for our aromas, some really nice tropical and citrus aromas, a little bit of stone fruit in there. And we're talking stone fruit, we're talking peaches, mangoes, things of that neighbor, anything with a pit in it. That's really quite a lovely aroma. It's a little bit more aromatic than Rationale's other hazy IPA, the Citrus Hazy, but not quite as aromatic as their West Coast, which I think really kind of forces open the nasal passages, and I absolutely love it. Little bit of graininess to the malt, which is nice. It's okay. It's good to be there. Might be some fruit esters from the yeast too, but it's kind of hard for me to differentiate that from all that just crazy hop aroma that's there. We still got pretty decent head retention on that, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and dive in and try how to taste. Before I do that, let's give it a score though for the aroma. The aroma we're going to give 10 out of 12. It's a really nice aroma. So with the flavors, you're going to have a lot of that juicy and tropical flavor again from the hops. It has a little bit more of a bitter bite than Rationale Citrus Hazy, which we're actually going to look at next week. But the bitterness is very pleasant, very mild. Really nice aftertaste with those tropical flavors. And while there's enough malt to stand up to all the hops, it's not there to overpower. It's just there to kind of be a nice base for it. It really is here to let them hops shine, and it does. And so we're going to give this a 14 out of 20 on our flavor. For mouthfeel, they crush it. So we've got nice medium mouthfeel, carbonation, kind of almost a pillowy like mouthfeel with these or these hazy IPAs, New England IPAs. It's a really, really solid New England IPA. Total score on overall impression 7 out of 10 and at a 39 out of 50. So this one, it just below that excellent grade, but that's just because I like the citrus hazy a little bit more, and we're going to talk about that next week. So you'll see what I score that next week. I am generally not a huge New England IPA fan. I'm more of I love the West Coast, and we're going to look at that last because it's my favorite. But if you are a New England IPA fan, then this is going to hit all your boxes. It's going to scratch that itch. You're going to love it. If you are a New England IPA fan and you are drinking non-alcoholic beers, whether it's because you're sober, whether it's because of medical issues, or if you just want to, take a couple weeks off from drinking or even moderate your evening out, this is a great New England IPA for all you NE IPA fans. All right. Thanks very much, everybody. We're going to see you next time on Hangover Free Reviews.